Welcome, Mr. Terry, back to Terry Thursday. Terrific trifecta Terry Thursday at Keeneland, as we did yesterday. It was a fun day at Keeneland yesterday. I think today's going to be, I think, an iffy card because you got a lot of babies running today, or horses that really haven't got a lot of success so far.
Right, absolutely. I was happy about yesterday because I hit my pick of the day for the second day in a row, so that was good.
It's always good to get the pick of the day under the W column so you can fly that W flag like they do here in Chicago when our beloved Cubs finally win a game.
That's right. I'm going for a hat trick today.
All right, so let's see if Terry can go 3 for 3. He's like a first baseman that has a high batting average, as well as a lot of RBIs. I don't know, my headphones sound a tidbit muffled today. I don't know why that would be. But anyway, so be it. Today, free track. They're opening them up in Tejas from Lone Star Park. So if you want to play a little bit along with the Texas horse racing, go to Guaranteed Tip Sheet. There is a link in the description down there below. Click on that, and you'll find that the opening race for 2024 at Lone Star Park at Grand Prairie. I've been there. The Too Much Kiki. Sounds like another bar theme there, Terry. Yeah. Or maybe Too Much Kiki. Maybe she's a little too much to deal with. But the only Kiki I've ever known was Kiki Vandeweghe. That's the only – maybe they're talking about that guy. Remember him from basketball?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Indeed. All right. Well, let's see if we can remember how to make horse racing picks today, Terry. Again, it's a race day filled with a lot of maidens, inexperienced horses, and not surprisingly, we start off that way.
That's right. This is a 1.16 miles. It's a maiden race, $70,000 purse for maidens 3-year-olds.
3-year-old horses that have not won a race before, and at 1.16 miles, those that have won, Terry, they tend to be the type of horse that likes to stalk, although so far, 29% at the current Keeneland meet have gone wire to wire. The best place to be is the rail. Money Shot has been the money shot. Boy, I don't know how they got away with naming a horse Money Shot. Must be the person doesn't know what that means. 2 for 3 is a penalty. 4 through 7 is a bonus. 8 and out has been a bad place to be. Terry, we do 10,000 simulations to look for horses that have some odds, perhaps, that are lower than the post-time odds. We also want to see which horses have the best chance to run a speed figure of par plus. So in other words, when we did our 10,000 simulations, 22.3% of the time you had, or 2,230 of them, you had the 6-horse pop a speed figure of 90 or better. Also, as we mentioned, 29% go wire to wire. So we want to know who will be on the lead. So we calculate that out. And then based upon our projected pace, who's likely to get a race that matches their best performance or be right inside their comfort zone, Terry. So who's going to be comfortable on the lead?
Well, the 1's got a lot of speed, as you can see there, followed by the 3 and a little bit of speed for the 6. The 1 has an overlay also from 4 to 5 to like 6 to 5. The 7 has an overlay from 2 to 1 to 9 to 2. The par numbers are the 6 and the 1, and the C zones are 7, 3, 6, 1.
Yes, indeed. So I got a gringo horse here almost, Terry, with the Liam's Journey. Green, a little bit of green there, but this guy's going to be on the lead. That's a gringo horse up in there too with the Money Shot. Along with our simulations, we do trip handicapping. The 1 and the 6, 1 and the 7, they want to be pilots. 6 is a co-pilot. The 2, 3, and 5, they're passengers. They try to make their way forward. Early on, when the race gets going, it does look like Money Shot and Liam's Journey. Those two will get out in the front. So they should be right where they want to be. 1 leading, 1 co-piloting, shotgun. On the way home, the E-horse in here, Priority Lane, has the most late speed, but might be discouraged if it's not up on the front. Doesn't really look like any of the closers aside of the 5, the Bricklayer, have a lot of closing ability. So based upon that, the horses that are up front or pressuring should be the ones that do the best. When we look at our top total pace horse, it's Liam's Journey, 3 points better than Money Shot. Then the closer that actually closes, Bricklayer, coasting by. Those top 4 there should produce your winner there, Terry. You have anything outside of those?
Well, I like Money Shot as my first choice, so it's not outside of it. He ran second in his last race. The Rail Post win an 18% clip and has a good workout on April 10th. And he has a high percentage winning jockey. Liam's Journey, your top pick, the 6, is my second choice. Finished 4th in his last race as a favorite. But this trainer wins 21% of the time when bringing a beaten favorite back, and he can improve while returning to dirt as his best dirt speed is fastest among today's starters. Then I like the 7 Priority Lane. Came in from Italy and finished second, only losing by a neck. As a trainer, wins 18% when taking a horse from turf to dirt and has a good 4 furlong workout on April 5th. And then number 2, Glenbrook Jerry. He drops in class today, switches to high percentage winning jockey and can improve while returning to dirt. He's my long shot. We're going to do our normal bets of our first choice, $2 to win. Our first 2 choices, a $1 exacta box. Our first 3 choices, a 50-cent trifecta box. And our first 4 picks, a 10-cent superfecta box.
I'm going to start with the 6 horse, Terry. I'm going to go a little bit different direction than you. I'm going to go with Liam's Journey. Absolutely the most consistent performer in the field and does have a really nice workout on April the 2nd, preparing for the first up after a short rest. Money Shot, the morning line favorite. Right now, the 6 is actually the bettor's choice. 3 consecutive speed figure increases, and Barry Meadows says that will win 15% of the time or more. Could be in line for some regression in the second start after a layoff, after it had an extended time on the barn, and then it ran a peak number. So be leery of that, folks. Priority Lane, the 7 horse, Terry, should be better in the second U.S. start, as you mentioned, coming over from Milan, Italy. Isn't that where all the fashion stuff is, Terry?
Yeah.
Actually, it's coming in from Rome. That's where the Pope is. It is flipping from turf to dirt, and the work suggests that transition should not be an issue. And then finally, the number 5 horse in there, Bricklayer. They must think that this guy had some potential, Terry, because they nominated it for the Triple Crown to be a part of the Kentucky Derby chase, except not that good of a horse, I suppose. The reason how you would know that, when you look at the past performances here, you'll see this little designation right here, the TC. So they thought that this horse might have a chance. And hey, Flavian Pratt's on there. He's not a bad jockey, right?
No.
So they're heading to the gates for the opener at Keeneland. Looks like a beautiful day there in Lexington, Kentucky. Terry, you've been to about 50,000 tracks. Is Keeneland one of them?
Yes, I've been to Keeneland. I love it. It's a really nice track and love the area. The area is all surrounded by all kinds of thoroughbred race farms. Mm-hmm. So it's a lot, if you get a chance and you're a racing fan, you should go there.
I think it was the bourbon, Terry. Don't lie.
That was included.
So, yes.
It was a fun trip.
Yeah, I haven't drank in a long time. So if I went down there, it would be purely for the horse racing and the scenery.
Yeah.
All right. So they're mostly in. I think we're just waiting on the Italiano horse to get in there. The 7 looking sharp, looking shiny, and maybe ready and a little bit reluctant. Says this does not look like an Italian gate to me, but in goes the lucky number 7. They're all in, set for the opener today on Terrific Terry Thursday at Keeneland. And the 6 horse, Liam's Journey, darting out to the front along with the 1 horse. Those 2 horses out there, perhaps the 2 favorites, they might burn one another out. But as we projected, the 1 horse would get the lead. The 6 would sit right off its side there. The 7 to the outside from Italy, tugging away. Then the 2 horse, those 4 are probably around 3 lengths apart. Big gap back to the Bricklayer, and the 3 horse coasting by. I think he's decided just to coast for the entire race. Up front, the 1 horse continues to set the tone. Money Shot. 6 horse continues to ride shotgun to the outside. The 2 horse now, Glenbrook Jerry, deciding perhaps maybe they're going a little too slow after opening quarter of 23-6, as they are now starting to bunch up. The 1 horse getting plenty of pressure from the 6, the 7, and the 2. Bricklayer is now getting involved in the mix, going from about 5 lengths back to maybe 4 lengths back. The 3 horse coasting by continues just to coast in the back of the pack, out for a Thursday jog at the track. They go through the turn. The 1 and the 6 continue to set the pace, Terry. The 6 horses pulled up alongside of the 1. Question is, which one of those 2 is going to have a little bit more energy down the stretch? The Italiano horses decided maybe things look a little bit better in Rome than they do in Lexington. The 2 horse continues to run in third, although Bricklayer has decided it wants to get in the mix. Looks like the 1 horse did regress a little bit off of that peak number, Terry. The 2 horse is charging pretty hard at the end, but I think the 6 horse is going to come home your winner. Maybe the 5 slides in for second there, the Bricklayer, but I don't think so. Those 2 are coming the fastest at the end. 6, 2, 5, and then a laboring 7 horse. I don't know what happened to the 1. It regressed, I think, quite a bit. That's something that when you're looking at the past performances, I read in, I think, James Quinn's book. I don't remember exactly which one, but if you look at the 1 horse here, this is something you want to keep an eye on. He was off for 5 months, just about, right?
Yeah.
December to March. I mean, to March. So that's about 5 months, right? Somewhere in there.
Yeah.
December, January, February, March. Yeah, 4 months. But close to a pretty big break there. And then it comes off the bench like this, and you see that it runs a peak number, which means it obviously better, way better than anything else it ran before. More often than not, those horses are going to regress. I think he said like 90% of the time.
Yeah.
So when you're doing your handicapping, keep that in mind, folks. Could be helpful to maybe get off some horses that look phenomenal on paper. But I would circle Money Shot for the next race because likely big-time candidate for a rebound, and maybe people don't value it as much as they should. Christopher D'Souza, like the 7 and the 1 horse, 6 horse coming home the winner. Who finished second, Terry?
I believe the 2 did.
The 2 horse, yeah. I should have went the other way around. I should have went 1-6 over that, and then 1-6-7. All right. Anyway, off to race number 2 we go. What are we running for in that one, my friend? Oh boy, these are my favorite ones.
4.5 furlongs, maidens, $80,000 purse for maidens, fillies, 2-year-olds.
And you know what that means, Terry? 4.5 furlongs for the 2-year-olds means you better be giddy up and going when the gates open, because I think right now 100% of the horses have gone wire to wire. There's only been 5 races so far, so because yesterday that horse got to the lead and didn't give it up. So with only 5 races, I really want to pay too much attention to the post positions, although 1, 2, and 3 haven't won yet. With everybody making essentially their first start, doesn't make sense to do simulations. Doesn't make sense, Terry, to look at their on-track performance because they don't have any. A bunch of scratches really changing the way this race plays out, Terry, and I think you're going to get a horse in here that's probably 1 to 5.
Yeah, I think so. But I like the 1 Ultimate Grace. Yeah, she's a first-time starter, has a high percentage winning trainer jockey. Combination in the last 14 days have been in the money. 4 out of 5 starts with 2 wins, a second, and a third. Having a red scent, the 2 is also a first-time starter. Whose Dam wins 2, has 2 winners from 3 starters, and she has a good workout on April 11th. Baytown Sensakuyi. Senjuku. Yeah, okay. She's the 7 horse. And again, she's a first-time starter, as they all are. Whose Dam has 1 winner from 3 starters and a good workout on April 5th. And then Kiss Cam, the 8, long shot, first-time starter. Dam has 4 winners from 4 starters, so perfect with that. I'm going to play the Don Johnson pick 4. 50 cent, 1, 2, 7, 8, 8. I'm leaving out the 1 horse that maybe might win this, and then 2, 4, 7, and 9 with the 1, 3, 7 with the 7, 12. It's a $48 cost.
Yeah, Calcatines. I think that's the one you're leaving out. Terry, I'm going to go with the 1 horse. This one's going to be this one, no chance that this one's going off at anything respectable. It'll be 1 to 5, 1 to 9, something like that. So I feel like with the pick 4, you either have to single the 1 or toss the 1 out altogether, in which case you might want to take the 1 out and put the 5 in, Terry, because that might make a better payout, especially if the 5 comes home. Hi, Luis Garcia from Puerto Rico. Beautiful country down there. I haven't visited yet, but the pictures look amazing. Maybe Mr. Garcia can take a couple of guests and we can do a live shot from the beach down there, Terry. I think that would be a wonderful way to do some handicapping. Yep. But Ultima Grace is that Wesley Ward horse. Gonna be the big favorite. It's the only horse in the field, especially after all the scratches. that checks all the boxes. Great workouts, great trainer, great breeding. It's going to be great, greatly low odds. Have it the red cent, good workouts, decent breeding, trainer stats not so good on the first timers. Baytown, Shinjuku, same story. Good works, decent breeding, trainer with the first time starters. Yeah, not so good. Kiss Cam, maybe better than the 5-horse Calquientes, or maybe not. So that's the way I handicap the 5 and the 8, Terry. They both look like they have no shot. So that's probably your exacta, 5-8 exacta. And right now, the 1-horse in the second race, Terry, is 1-9.
Oh, my Lord.
You want to take it out and put the 5 in, or do you just want to leave it as is?
And I'm just leave it alone.
All right, off to race number 3 we go, because race number 2, they might as well not even run that race, Terry.
Yeah.
You know what's going to happen, right? The one's just going to get caught at the wire by the 5, and we're both going to be losers.
Yeah, that's probably true. Well, this third race, though, is a 7-furlong race, another maiden race for maiden claiming $100,000, purse $69,000 for maidens, fillies, and mares, 3-year-olds and upward.
Mm-hmm. And that's 7 furlongs. The profile of a winner favors horses with early speed, a bunch of them. 42%. Ronnie Lott, right? He was 42, Terry, right?
Yeah, he was.
Yes. 42% of them go wire to wire. See, I refer to my 49ers expert over there for 49er numbers. The inside 3 horses get a penalty, 4 through 7, by far the best place to race so far at 7 furlongs at Keeneland. Nobody's won from 8 or out. So be in the middle, be fast, Terry, and you could be in the winner circle. Looks like a whole bunch of them, now that the 5 horses scratched out, can make a case for leadership status.
That's right. There's several with speed. 2 and 8 show the most speed, though. Just anybody's guess who's going to get there. The 1 has an overlay from almost 5-1 to 10-1. The 7 has an overlay from 6-5 to 9-2, and the 9 has an overlay from 5.5-1 to 12-1. Nice one. And then several of them have par plus numbers 7, 9, 1, 2, and 6. Mm-hmm. And all of them show some kind of a C zone.
Yeah, look at this, 7 and then 9 projecting out that 100% chance that they'll run a speed figure above 67.
Yeah,
that's well, it's not really the high. 67 for 100, maiden claiming $100,000. That's pretty low. Especially, I would expect a bigger number than that at Keeneland. For the third race, our trip handicapping. Look, the 12 horse in here. That one, Stagflation, is a lone E. If it can get to the front, look out. The 10 and 11, they're going to give it a go for the first time. The 1, 2, and 8 have not so far been within 5 lengths of the winner at the finish line. 7 wants to close, 4, 6, 9 in the middle. So I think this race is, again, one, especially since the track bias is speed, should favor speed. The 7 horse, Candy Lover, a closer with enough early wheels to be in contention right out of the gate. I call that a left arrow horse, Terry. But you can see, as we saw in our simulations, it's really anybody's guess who's going to be on the front. Good first step, jump out of the gate. You have a shot to be your winner. To the quarter-mile marker, Sabrina will be the one coming the hardest at the end there, Terry. I should finish within 5 lengths of the winner today, especially since it's one of your top 2, the 1 and the 7 in total pace. 7 points clear of the next batch of horses. So the 7 and the 1, maybe the winner comes from there in a pretty competitive claiming field, Terry. We both think the 7 wins, and then after that, it's a crapshoot.
That's right. This 7 Candy Lover been knocking at the door, finishing the money in her last 5 starts, running third in the last start. Her best start speed is fastest among today's starters. She has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Life Advice, the 4, is my second choice. Her early running style will help her chances, and she has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Beauty of the Nile, 2, is my third choice. She was third in her last start, actually in her only start, and she has a high percentage winning trainer who wins 28% of the races when going in a maiden claiming race. And then the 9 is my long shot. She finished second in her last race, has the highest last speed rating, and Lasix is added. Just the normal bets that we were able to do here.
I also start with the 7 horse. That one is Candy Lover. Really a bunch of good workouts, getting ready for today. On the fast dirt, 6 times out, second, and 4/3. So maybe it should be your second or third choice in here. Absolutely has the most back class, but that's not saying a lot considering most of these horses have thin resumes. It is making a third consecutive start after a layoff, and its resume says that this one should be the best of the three. Baby Sasakia, the 9 horse, is my second choice. This one is trending absolutely in the right direction as a 2-year-old, trended in the right direction. Come back to make its 3-year-old debut, Terry, with first-time Lasix. I like that angle, right? The 2-year-old that finally gets Lasix as 3. Sabrina, the 1 horse, second race improvement off of its debut, puts her into contention for the win. Another that could benefit from the first dose of Lasix. And then finally, the 11 horse, Grayton, a little bit of a long shot price in here, Terry. First timer. The last workout was really solid. It was an old-fashioned 5 furlongs. A lot of the old-time handicappers, they want to see the last workout before they go to the track. Be 5 furlongs. Does have solid breeding. And the trainer here wins at 14% when debuting at the maiden claiming ranks. 7-9 over to 179 over to 127-9-11 is a trifecta I'm going to do with some of my play money, Terry.
All right.
What we have left over from our Miami Vice pick 4s. Off to race number 4 in the 9 race card, Terry. We're going to go back to what we saw in the opener.
All right. So we're going to do a mile and 16th, like you said. It's a claiming race, $50,000 claiming price, purse $56,000. And this race is for 3-year-olds and upwards, which have never won 2 races. So they have at least won 1.
Yes. And so in the opening one, we saw the one that did win, ride shotgun and then make its way around to the winner's circle. And that's pretty much the preferred way. Stalkers are the best path to collecting the 60% check, although nearly 3 out of 10 do go wire to wire. Smile Mon should get a benefit of a rail boost. 2 and 3 a penalty, 4 through 7 a bonus, 8 and out. They don't do as well. Terry, again, speed, at least tactical speed in race number 4 could be useful. And again, we find a race where plenty of gas when the gates open.
Yeah, the inside 4 horses have plenty of speed. 1, 2, 3, and 5 show the best speed. And then also we've got the 2 as an overlay from 5 to 1 to 10 to 1. The 3 overlay from about 8 to 5 to 3 to 1. The 3, 1, 2, and 4 also have par plus numbers, and all of them show some kind of a C zone, and pretty nice ones too.
Yeah, a bunch of them over 50%. So this race should set up for plenty of horses to be well positioned to win. Everybody wants to be middle forward there, Terry. So they have to be careful not to go too fast. Smile Mon will be the fastest when the gates open. They're going to go right out in order. That's pretty interesting. I don't know that I've ever seen that before. Yeah. They should just line up, bang, 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 when the gates open. Let's see if that's how they'll finish. And at the end of the race, almost upside down. But there we see the 1 again popping up in there. The 7 and the 8. The 7 particularly much quicker than the rest as the race comes to a close. Our top total pace horse is Smile Mon, about 3/4 of a length better than Our Dream Ride. And then that one tied with the Presider there. So here's your top 4 in there, Terry. 1, 7, 2, 3. And looks like we got some combination of that.
Yeah, I like Certified Lover Boy as my top pick. The 3 drops in class today. His best start speed.
That's what's hanging up on the wall behind you in the frame, right?
What's that?
Certified Lover Boy?
Yeah. Anyway, he's fast as among today's starters, and he has a high percentage winning jockey. And then the 1 Smile Mom, he drops in class today. The rail post is winning at 18% clip, and he has a high percentage winning jockey. Our Dreams Ride, 7 is my third choice, drops in class. Was only beaten a length and 3/4 versus Tougher on an all-weather track in the last start, and has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Joint Venture is my third choice, or not third, my long shot. He drops in class today and has a highest speed figure at today's distance. Just the normal bets in here for me.
I'm going to go with El Número Uno. Smile Mon has back class, in for a price for the first time. So the horse facing its easiest competition to date. If not, Certified Lover Boy is the biggest class dropper in the field. By far the lowest level is his career. and absolutely has a ton of back class as well, probably the most. Number 4, Joint Venture, 3 consecutive speed increases in a row. Again, I mentioned that Barry Meadows says that hits at over 15% or an alpha angle. Did run the top last race speed figure last time out and has a bullet workout, the fastest ever of the published numbers in there. And then Presider, the 2-horse, the overlay, a rerun of its January the 5th race at Turfway Park. Would win here. Last time out, it was much, much better pace through the first half mile. And again, Craig Milkowski from Timeform US, from their research, says when you see the opening early pace, mid-pace numbers improve sharply from the prior start, almost always an indication of a horse on the upswing. Let's talk about the middle race of the card, Terry. Today, race number 5.
All right. Race number 5 is a 1.16 miles, and it's on the turf. It's another maiden race, $100,000 purse, and it's for maidens, fillies, 3-year-olds.
All right. At 1.16 miles on the grass, the Kentucky Bluegrass. We're looking for horses that close. They've only run 6 of them so far. One of those 6 went wire to wire. A little bit of a rail bonus for Waves of Mischief so far. 2 and 3 have played fair. 4 through 7 get a discount. And again, on the outside, the Buffalo Girls get a bonus in race number 5. Terry, speed doesn't really matter in race number 5. You kind of want to close, but there is one that looks like everyone will have to pass at some point.
That's right. The 12 shows the most speed, followed up by the 2. So who knows? It could be head-to-head. Just depends on who gets the best break. The 4 has an overlay from 2-1 to 4-1, and the 12 has an overlay from, let's see. I can't see it because this thing's in the way, but
there we go. It's about 1-1.
Yeah, 1-1 to 6-1. And then 12, 4, 2 have par plus numbers, and all but the 11 show C zones.
And this race is going to be one where being well positioned can make a difference. The 1, 6, and 9, they'll bring their talents to the track for the first time today. The 3, 8, and 11, so far, their talent has not gotten them within 5 lengths of the winner at the finish line. 4 and 12, there's your pilots and co-pilots, Terry, like we saw in the simulations. It does look like the 12 is a bit quicker than the 4. 4-horse, I don't know how he's going to be up front today, Terry, with that kind of speed number. Maybe big disappointment. The 2-horse, Kimber Spice, showing a lot of versatility as a PC type. As they come home, as we mentioned, closers do the best here. Centuria does have the most late speed, but boy, that one could be way off the pace. Maybe not enough ground. If it gets off to a good start today, that late pace could bring her home. And then finally, always wanting Kimber Spice, 6 points clear of Don't Look Back, who's 9 points clear. So this looks like the 11, the 2, and the 12, Terry, as an exacta or trifecta box. Doesn't include anything that these 3 first-timers bring. What are you bringing?
I like the 12, Always Wanting, finished second in her last race, has the highest last speed rating. Her breeding suggests she'll like the grass, as her dam has 1 winner from 2 starters, and one of those was a turf winner. And she has a good 5 furlong workout on 6th of April. Figgy, the 7's my second choice, drops in class today. Breeding suggests she'll like the grass. Dam has 4 winners from 6 starters, and 3 of those were turf winners. They added Lasix today. And Centuria, the 4, is my third choice. Came in from Ireland and finished 4th after a slow start and has a high percentage winning jockey. I like the 2 as my long shot, Kimber Spice. She finished second in her last race, drops in class today, and has a high percentage winning jockey, who in the last 7 days has been in the money 9 out of 15 starts, 4 wins, 3 seconds, and 2/3. No additional bets here for me.
Yeah, I think the 12-horse too. I don't know. We have a lot of agreement on the top of our tickets today. It's been kind of a common theme for us this week, but I think the 12-horse, Always Wanting, any improvement from its debut equals chicken dinner, Terry. For Centuria, best turf breeding, and it's not even close for the other horses in this field. As you mentioned, this is an Irish invader. Just needs a little bit of better start, although sometimes those international, like European horses, they don't really jump out of the gates the way they do here. They're a little bit more patient. So horse will have to giddy up and go when the gates open. Kimber Spice, the 2-horse, another, making her second start of her career here, and any better than the first. might just be good enough if the 12 doesn't improve off the debut. And then Figgy getting Figgy with it with Will Smith. And you better be careful, Terry, because you don't want me to go all Chris Rock on you.
Yeah.
But this one has already won a race. It was DQ'd, then tried $150,000 non-graded stake the last time out. Ran okay in that race, and some 4 really solid workouts since then. So 412 over to 2412 over to 247, 11, and 12 makes up my trifecta for the few bucks we have left after our Don Johnson pick 4s. We have here Christopher D'Souza. Woo!
Likes that 4.
Yes, he's getting jiggy with it. No question about it. We have time to do race number 6, Terry? I think plenty of time, right?
Yeah, we do.
All right, so let's go ahead. Move one race forward. Voila. Again, I said today was a day filled with horses trying to find the winner's circle for the first time, and the 6th race is no exception.
That's right. Another maiden race. It's a mile 16th, $100,000 purse for maidens, 3-year-olds and upward.
And at $1.16 again, you better have some tactical speed at least, but a bunch still. 3 out of 10 do manage to go wire to wire. The best place to be is, well, on the whale horse. That's unlimited potential for that guy. 2 and 3, a bit of a penalty so far. 4 through 7, a bonus. 8 and out has been a terrible place to be. So if you're on the rail and you're fast, Terry, in race number 6, you probably got a good shot. But everybody here has some opportunity to be the pace setter.
That's right. They all show some speed, but the 1, 4, and 2 show the most. The 1 has an overlay from 4 to 5 to 7 to 2. None of them have any kind of a par plus number, and all but the 3 show some kind of a C-zone, especially the 4 and the 7.
Yep, indeed. In a race that looks competitive from a simulation standpoint, looks competitive from a layout standpoint, although the 3 and the 6, they're going to have to work a little bit harder than they have. So if these things hold true, this race should be between the 1, 2, 4, and 7 as they get up to the front. Which one of them will have the lead, Terry? It looks like the 2 horse Crossing. Pressure Horse, a little bit quicker than Unlimited Potential, right in there par with Reynolds Channel. A little bit of a drop off after that. As they're coming down the stretch for home, Secret Crush, the 7 horse, a little bit better than Unlimited Potential. Sardis in that mix too. And then they drop off pretty aggressively from there, Terry. As far as our top total pace horse, looks like the 1 and the 7, they're a little bit better than the rest of the field. And then you got the 4, 6, and 2. Looks like Axed Avenger might make it 2 races in a row or still not be within 5 lengths of the winner at the finish line, Terry. Who is going to be the winner at the finish line?
The 7, Secret Crush, finished second versus similar in his last race and has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Unlimited Potential, the 1 is my second choice, finished 5th after being bumped at the start. The rail post is winning at 18% clip. His best start speed is fastest among today's starters. Blinkers are added today, and he has a good 4 furlong workout on April 10th. Reynolds Channel, the 4 is my third choice. Finished 3rd versus similar in his last race, has a high percentage winning jockey and trainer, and a nice bullet workout on April 6th. And then the 6, Sardis, is my long shot. He finished 3rd versus similar in his last race as a favorite, but has a high percentage winning trainer who wins 21% of the races when bringing a beaten favorite back to race again, and he has a high percentage winning jockey. Another Miami Vice, Don Johnson, pick 4. I'm going to use the 1, 7 with the 1, 14 with the 2, 3, 8, 9 with the 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 for a cost of $48.
If you're watching on YouTube and you haven't done so yet, or if you're watching on Twitter and you haven't done so yet, kindly head over to Horse Racing Radar TV on YouTube. We're just 1, 2, 3 people away from subscribing to get us to 5,000. So we'd appreciate it if you got us over that hump today on Terrific Terry Thursday. We'd greatly appreciate that. And then we can bother you when we try to get close to 10,000. In race number 6, 150 to win on a 4. Chris decided that 120 wasn't enough. So he upped it. All right. I like the 1 horse in race number 7, Unlimited Potential. Going to run back to that Saratoga debut, and this could end up being an easy win for the horse. 3rd up after a layoff with a bullet workout since its last race. The 7 horse Secret Crush is probably going to be a big time favorite in here. Missed by just the nose last time out. But this guy has been a little bit of a money burner to start his career. 2 races, he's either been the 6-5 favorite or the even money favorite and hasn't brought home the winner's check yet. Reynolds Channel, the 4-horse, third pick, just like you, Terry. Wide trip in his last, but still improved a lot in the second career start. 3 really solid workouts to improve the fitness since. And then, like you, I'm ending with the 6-horse, Sardis. The March 23rd workout hints at a horse that could be ready to fire today. My pick 4 for Don Johnson, 1-7 with the 3-8, 13, 14 with the 2-4-9 with the 1-4-6-7, $48. I really consider just singling up the 1 there because I do expect that the 7 is going to be a big favorite. Try to beat it.
Yeah, and actually, Christopher, that's in this race that he bet 150 on the 4. And yeah, it wasn't the last race was 120 on the 4. This race, 150 on the 4. So he's got plenty of cash today to make some money. He must have won some money yesterday. So,
well, we know who won that $1 billion lottery now.
Yeah, we do, huh?
Yes, indeed. All right, my lawyers will be calling you, Chris. We can use a loan.
Okay.
3 races to go, Terry. I think we have enough time to do race number 7. So we got 2 of these to close out the show today on these shorties on the grass, Terry. But it might take you as much time to get to the post as it to read the conditions.
There's a lot. It's 5.5 furlongs. We're going back to the turf allowance race, $130,000 purse. It's for fillies and mares, 4-year-olds and upward, which have never won 18,000 3 times other than maiden claiming starter, restricted, or straight bred, or which have not won 2 races other than maiden claiming starter, restricted, or state bred on the turf in 2023, 2024, or which have never won 4 races.
Yes, indeed. That's a mouthful. 5.5 furlongs won't probably they'll run the race faster than you could read all that, Terry. But 5.5 furlongs, stalkers do good. 5 races so far. 2 out of 5 went wire to wire. None of the 5 went from the rail. 1 from post 2, 3. The rest all came from post 4 through 7. So speed is going to be the dominating factor in race number 7, Terry. And looks like the 2 on the outside will be getting after it when the gates get open.
That's right. They're going to probably be going head to head. The 14 and the 13. The 3 has an overlay from about 7-5 to 9-2. The 3 and the 14 both have par plus numbers, and all of them show some kind of a C-zone number. Most all in green. So,
all right. So let's see how these fast guys are going to run. Looks like, half of the field wants to be middle back, Terry. Speed's going to be key. Looks like Miss Arlington is the fastest, but Marissa's Lady, all that speed to its inside. Miss Arlington gets to the front, maybe fades a little bit at the end from working too hard. LJ's Emma does have the most late speed, probably going to be towards the back of the pack. And here, our top total pace horse is Your So Siria, shooting out the lights. Marissa's Lady. Very competitive race here, Terry, from top to bottom. Only 9 points. Get bumped, go wide, go too fast. Anybody can win this race, Terry. You think the 14 does?
Yeah, it's my pick of the day. Shoot out the lights. Number 14 won his last race she won her last race at Keeneland. Her best turf speed is fastest among today's starters, and she has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. And the combination has won 2 out of 5 starts with the 2nd and the 3rd in the last 7 days. The 1 is my second choice, finishing the money in 5 out of the last 6 races, winning 3 of those starts, and she has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. LJ Zema is my third choice. She has finished in the money in 9 of her last 10 races, winning 3 of those starts, and she has a high percentage winning jockey. She's the 3 horse. The 8 horse, my long shot, Darring Do, yeah. She has a high percentage winning jockey and trainer and a bullet workout on April 9th. I'm going to bet $24 to win on number 14.
Terry putting all of his budget out there on that horse. That's like Christopher D'Souza putting $140 on it, $150.
That's right. But
I have the I'm going to put LJ Emma's on the top of the ticket because that most recent workout, 4 furlongs in 45.3 seconds, is about as fast as you'll see from a 4 furlong workout. It's like in race number. Shooting out the lights, the 14 horse, Terry, your pick of the day, has the most upside. No question about it. Decent workouts. Good shot to be on the lead, though. On the outside, trying to chase to the front can be a bad spot to be. The 8 horse, Daring Ado, that is your Wesley Ward horse. Wow, you're not going to get 10-1 too often on that. Consistent performer, a bunch of very nice workouts, prepping for the first race since October. So it could be in line for a lot of improvement today. And then Miss Arlington, today was free picks over at Guaranteed Tip Sheet down there for Lone Star Park. Link in the description below. So why won't Miss Arlington have a good day when they're running in Arlington, Texas?
Yeah.
Could be on the lead. Another coming back after a layoff with some of her best published workouts prepping for today. All right, race number 2, Terry. Someone asked us what we like in the win, place, or show. That one horse in here, Terry, 1-9. Probably because the odds can't go any lower than that, right?
That's right.
They should do like they do.
They can show it.
Yeah, it's probably, probably more like 1-20. It's probably the first time you bet $2 and you get $1.90 back, even if it wins. Yeah, so I don't know, Terry. 1-9 for me on 2-year-old seems to be a too low of a price to take, although it is a Wesley Ward horse. As I mentioned, all the workouts were better than everybody else's. The trainer is the best out of all of them for these short sprints. The breeding is the best. Yeah, but it's still hard to back a horse that's 1-9. That's you gave him a little bit of a trouble, not too much. Gotta say, I like the way that 2-horse looks, Terry.
Yeah.
The 5-horse, the one neither one of us picked, looks like the biggest one of the bunch so far, the first 3. 7 looking pretty sharp there too, Terry. Though it looks a little bit like compact to me, though. Like a not elongated horse. But they say in the short sprints, you want those kind of bulldog-looking horses. The 8-horse decides it wants to make things difficult, but it goes in pretty easily too. So let's see if this 1-9 can live up to 1-9, Terry. And they're off and running, and the 1-horse does break the sharpest with the 2-horse. Those two are getting after it, Terry, to get the race started. They're both, I don't know, the 2-horse might be in a better position than the 1-horse right now. But those two are really out there dogging it out early. The 8-horse might be in the best position of all. If those two are going to run 19 seconds maybe in the opening quarter, Terry.
Yeah.
They're going, baby. I'll tell you that right now. The 1 and the 2, they're sprinting. Let's see which one of those two has any energy left. Well, 22 and 2, they're not that fast, but still probably a little on the quick side. The 1-horse has definitely pulled off. He's looking like a 1-9 shot right now. The jockey's just standing straight up on that horse. You're not even asking him to run, Terry.
Yeah.
He's not even asked him to go. This is a jog in the park for the 1-horse today, Terry.
Certainly is. Yep.
Yeah. 1, 8, then the 7, then the 5, the 2-horse. The 2-horse just couldn't handle that. The trainer obviously told his jockey to send, right?
That's right. Go with that one. And he ran out of gas.
Yes. That 1-horse ran around the track as if though it was an afternoon in the park.
Yeah.
1-9. All right, Terry. Well, that at least singled up the pick 4 there, and I got 4x4x4 the rest of the way out. Hopefully one of those 4 is like 90-1 to make up for that 1-9. Yeah, not so much great handicapping right there, right? Anybody could pick that. Race number 7, 50 to win on the 1. So Christopher today, I'm telling you, he won that lottery, Terry.
He must have.
Win, play, show on the 5-horse. I think the who finished second? The 7-horse, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think 175. So he got the show on that one. 2 races to go. So the beginning of the late daily double would mean race number 8. I think we're not seeing this one in the first 2 days that we've been here.
Yeah, it's a 6.5 furlongs. It's a claiming race, $40,000 claiming price, per 65,000 for 4-year-olds and upward.
So 6.5 furlongs to get to the winner's circle. Only 4 races so far. 3 of the 4 got to the lead, stayed on the lead, never gave up the lead. And it looks like the post positions are pretty fair, although maybe a little bit, so far at least, a tad of an advantage to the outside. But really, I don't really think one over the other. Just looks like fast is the most important. And Vulcan is the quickest of all, Terry.
Yeah, the 7, that outside horse there, it got a lot of speed compared to the others, although there are some others that show some kind of speed in here. But the 2 has an overlay from about 7-5 to 6-1, and the 9 has an overlay from 9-5 to 3-1. 2, 9, 6, and 3 show par plus numbers, and all but the 9 have some kind of decent C zones.
Knee deep in snow. I'm glad that is in the rear view mirror. More in line for those folks down there in Australia. But tomorrow for Foreign Fridays, we're not going to Australia. we're going to Newmarket, Tom and I, to make sure. And Tom and I have been rolling on the Foreign Fridays. So if you're planning on getting up Saturday morning, you're going to total a little tea for, to celebrate horse racing, British style. Or if you're going to get up and slug some coffee, American style, Terry, where's the best place to make sure you don't miss those picks?
You need to subscribe to YouTube, hit the little bell so you're notified about all the different shows, including the Foreign Friday shows. And then you need to copy the link at the bottom and share that with all your friends, relatives, everybody you know, so that they can come and take a look too. Then go to our social sites such as X, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Threads at Horse Race, the number 2 day, and gives us a thumbs up and a like there. It really helps us out, folks.
Yeah, any interaction, comments, we appreciate the comments. You come back and watch the video because we will timestamp every single race in the description. And right below that, you'll find the link today for the free picks to Lone Star Park over at Guaranteed Tip Sheet. So make sure you take advantage of that. But all the interaction helps us with the algorithms. So when other people search for horse racing shows, we might be one of the options that Google or YouTube or Twitter or Facebook make available. I'm going to start off with the we didn't do this yet, right here, Terry? We got to do this yet. Race number 8. So in race number 8, you got a lot of horses that want to pilot or co-pilot. That could set up for a horse that wants to come from off the pace. That's what I would expect. Vulcan is the one that should be the quickest. We saw that in our simulations. A little bit faster than Awesome Aaron. Barn Flawless. Terry, there you go. You're in this race again. Those ones have the most speed. Late speed belongs to Secret Rules, but Secret Rules really not going to be all that far off the pace here. Knee Deep in Snow. It's another one that has some early speed, late speed. Looks like we have 3 horses that have separated themselves from the rest as far as top total pace is concerned. That's the 2. That's the 6. That's the 9. And then the Distractor and Vulcan coming in for the 3rd or 4th spots, 4th or 5th. Terry, who do you think is going to win?
Well, I like 9 Deep. Keep Knee Deep in Snow. He likes Parks Racing. He's been in the money 72% of the times when he's raced here and won 27% of those starts. He won't have a problem with the distance as he's been in the money 66% of the time, winning 33% of the starts. And then the 3, the Distractor, my second choice. He's having a good career. He's been in the money 61% of the races, winning the 38% of the starts. And he has a good high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Zippin' Gigi is the 8, my third choice. Finished 3rd in his last race, has a high percentage winning trainer who wins 38% of the claiming races he has horse competing in. And he has a high percentage winning jockey. And then the 2 Secret Rules, my long shot, finished 4th after being pinched back in his last race. Drops in class today, and his best start speed is fast as among today's starters. I'm out of money, so other than the regular bets, no other bets for me here.
I'm going to start with Secret Rules, Terry. Where you end off, I begin, my friend. This one has some upside in its game, Terry, but I think where this race is going to be won is coming out of that turn, and nobody in this race will make a mid-move like Secret Rules. Knee Deep in Snow, very consistent performer, likely to be your favorite. He's running at a better level than this too, but the problem is he hasn't won in a long, long time, so he doesn't know where the winner's circle is. Unraptured, the 4 horse. 3rd start after a layoff, the most classic of all handicapping angles. Does have the most upside in the field, Terry. I think he does have a hundo in his resume in terms of speed figure. And if you look at those last 2 workouts between races, last time out, he ran better fractions. All of the race internals were better across the board. I should have probably put that 4 into my double there. And then finally, Zippin' Gigi runs very well at this level. Dropping class today. Plenty of good workouts getting ready. I'm going to do a $1 double, 2-9. Probably should have thrown the 4 in there and maybe only gone 2 on the back end, but I don't have enough money for that, Terry, so I got to play within the rules. Last race today before Terry and I get back on Monday. We are going to do Parks Monday, Tuesday, Keeneland, Wednesday, Thursday, like always. Let's see what we got here. Hello, Alexander. How are you? Gulfstream Race 6. Unfortunately, we're not doing Gulfstream Race 6. Race 8, 7, win place. Not so, no triple-digit bets on the 7 there, Christopher. What do you like in Gulfstream Race 6, Alexander? Anything in particular that you want us to take a look at? This is the second one today, Terry. These short sprints on the grass.
Yep.
A lot less reading, though, this time around.
It is. It's 5.5 furlongs on the turf. $100,000 purse for maidens, fillies, and mares, 3-year-olds and upward.
And again, we talked of just a couple races back about being fast at 5 furlongs on the turf. 2 out of 5 went wire to wire. The other 3 were not too far off the front. None of them have won from the rail. So bougie, not basic, might not be able to take advantage of that rail position. 1 run from post 2 and 3. The rest were post 4 through 7. Again, a really light schedule for a lot of these horses so far. So the simulations don't mean as much, Terry, but so far, based upon the work they've done, who's going to have the lead?
Well, several of them show some speed, but the 3 shows the most speed. And then the 2 has an overlay from 3 to 1 to 10 to 1, and the 8 has an overlay from 3 to 1 to 15 to 1. Nice overlays there.
Yeah, got to put that one in.
Yeah. And none have par plus numbers yet. And then the 6 has the best C-zone, as you can see there.
Yes, looks like Mo Lantern is going to be like that one horse in the last race. Like, yes, this is working out very well for me. At least that's what the comfort zone tells us. But you got a whole ton of them in here, Terry. Going to hit the track for the first time. A bunch of them haven't been close. So only 5 horses so far within the shouting distance of the winner at the finish line, notwithstanding what this group of horses brings to the table, although I don't think the 14 and 15 are running today. So we'll take those out. And then as far as the experienced horses are concerned, Shore War, the 2 horse, another left arrow horse in there, Terry. Look out. Those closers that get close to the front, they get bold as the race moves on. Molanter does have the most late speed in here, about a length and an eighth quicker than Riley Jean. There's that Shore War again. Look out for that one, folks. Our top total pace horse is the 6 horse. Looks like they're going to go right in order. The boom, 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 boom. I don't know what these guys will bring to the table, Terry, but for the last time for this week, bring your picks to the table.
I like the 6 horse Mo Lantern. Finished second in her first career races, and she shows she can either go to the lead or come from off the pace to win. And then Riley's Jean, the 7, ran second in her last race, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Number 1 is my third choice. She is a first-time starter whose breeding suggests she will like the grass, and she has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. And then Shore War, she is the 2 horse. She, by long shot, she can improve while returning to turf. Her best dirt speed is fastest among today's starters. She has a high percentage winning jockey and a good workout of 4 furlongs on April 5th. That's it.
All right. That's it for this week for Mr. Terry, but my turn to run out my last couple of days of picks here. Mo Lantern, if just repeats its last race, Terry, it wins. Pair second so far in 2 races, and it is working nicely to graduate today. The 4 horse, Mambo Master, maybe a little bit of a price in there, Terry. We talk about Wesley Ward and how much that guy wins with first-time starters, but check this out. Trainer William Cohen's, Terry, wins at 32%. Wow. This horse has a ton of good workouts prepping. I think he might even have a bullet and go. Let's look and see real quick. Mamba Master, no, it doesn't have a bullet and go, but it's got a lot of good workouts back there. 3 for 3 on the things I'm looking for. Look at 32% first timers. That's off the charts, my man. And then I'm also going to go with the 1 horse, Bougie, not basic. Bougie, not basic. Checks all the boxes too for me, Terry. 3 for 3. Breeding, the works, trainer, start, all of that good stuff. And today, yeah, the top jock or one of the top jockeys in the country, Irad Ortiz on board. So if that horse has got the lead in the lane, it's going to get wide, baby. And finally, Riley Jean improved in every race to start its 3-race career. A really fast workout between races says yet another level of improvement on the way today. 6-4, 1-7 in the last race of the day. All right, Terry, let's take a look real quick at our picks for the entire day today so far. So far, we've had the 6 and the 1 the 9 shot win, whoop-de-doo, right? So the rest of the day is going to matter. Here are our picks for the rest of this week at Keeneland. Terry, any final thoughts from you before you and I part for the weekend?
Yeah, just have a good day today. I hope Christopher wins those big bets. And
oh, yeah, we got our fingers crossed for you, bud.
That's right. Wish him lots of luck. And then other than that, just be careful, safe, and give your loved ones and your friends some good news, how you feel about them.
Yes, indeed. Again, we're just 1 or 2 people away from 5,000. So the next time we get together here on Horse Racing Radar TV, we'll have more than 5,000 subscribers, and we thank every single one of them. We appreciate it. Of course, no matter what you're doing for the rest of this weekend, whether you're joining Tom and I tomorrow for Newmarket for Foreign Fridays, you're going to do the rest of your picks today at Keeneland or Gulfstream, wherever it is you're betting today, or Lone Star if you're down at the track on opening day. Certainly good luck with that. We certainly hope that you have God's grace, God's favors, and every single one of your picks on Sunday at Hawthorne ends up in
the winner's circle.
Absolutely, folks. Have a great weekend. Terry and I look forward to seeing you on Monday at Parks.